And Nqobile, I suppose it's still a bit too early to say when authorities will finally be able to hand over that scene.
Well, definitely. I mean, we are hearing that a lot of departments are taking part in the scene. And of course, you also have to keep in mind that the community here also needs to be treated with a bit of sensitivity, understanding that this is new to them and that this is difficult for them to also process. We're hearing that this area is quite a quiet area, one where people work very hard to basically build such beautiful houses, as you can see. But some of those beautiful houses, of course, now have bullet holes, as you can see on the side there. These are some of the community members that are affected. We are being told that this is going to take quite some time for them to be able to be done with what is taking place here. And of course, I want to show you, Ayanda, forensics still here. Some of the bodies are still already being taken out in the house. And we're going to show you just here, as you can see, these are some of the forensics people that are still working. So very much still active. The provincial head of the Hawks is currently on the scene that you can see at this very point. And we have seen some of them taking the bodies to the car that I'm going to show you now, which is the forensics pathology services that are here as well. We will remember that they said that there are different departments that are making sure that they can look at this space, and it's very, very sensitive, so they have to handle it with care. But we do understand that also the neighbors are affected, and you can see there, that's the provincial head of the Hawks also checking. There's a lot, in fact, to check, because we understand that this went on for about 90 minutes. And if you remember, that's quite a lot of shooting that will have to take place for them to go for that long. We are told that the owner of this place, which we understand is part of the 18 people, is about 37 years old, but also one that they do not know to be somebody who's what has been described to be, but we do understand that he has had a lot of parties, from what we have heard from the communities, taking place in this place, but they haven't known him to be a criminal. So there's a lot to be basically spoken to and to understand. But I want to bring in the Hawks again, because we still want to know, and I do understand that you're still combing the scene, but we just want to know, what have you found so far? Have you found any ammunition?
What we can confirm at this stage is that we have found about 11 firearms, including the AK-47. Of course, the ammunition were found as well, and the explosives. So 2 bodies were removed. We are only left with 16 bodies in the house. So as you have mentioned earlier, that we are still processing the scene. We are still busy. Our team of crime scene experts are here. They are making sure that this scene of crime is being handled with care, because you can see that this is a very big and serious scene of crime. It needs a team of experts who are here already, and they are making sure that everything runs smoothly.
So I think if I heard you right, you said only 2 bodies have been removed. So that means you haven't yet even entered the house yet. You're still just processing the outside of this house.
Yeah, only 2 were removed, yes, at the moment. And the team of our experts are in the house. They are still busy processing the scene. So we will update you at a later stage of the developments.
All right, thank you very much. So we'll let you continue there. So as you can hear there, we're being told that some of those bodies have been taken out. And of course, as you can see, there is that forensics pathology service car that's still taking place, that's still outside here. And of course, you can see a stretcher there that is one of the stretchers that has been used to ensure that those 2 bodies that the Hawks have told us about were able to be removed accordingly. And of course, they're still processing the scene, as you can hear. We are hearing that now they have found guns, so that's very interesting to hear. And of course, we are going to get to know more as to what kind of guns are these as they continue to work inside the house and outside the house. We do know that the police already have also had a bit of assistance in terms of ensuring that they have lunch. As you can see across, they're using the house. That was one of the houses that were being affected. We saw some of them having lunch, but it seems like this is going to take quite some time, and they have to handle this with care. If only 2 bodies out of the 16 have been removed, out of the 18, that means 16 more still yet to be removed. So it's quite a lot that they still need to make sure that they work on. We have seen the cars, of course, outside that they have been working on as well, and those teams, like they say, are inside to ensure that they can get as much evidence as possible in terms of what really was going on in that house.
Nqobile Madlala, part of our team in Makhado, as we continue watching that developing story unfold, several moving parts as things stand, even though it's been several hours now since that shootout between police and cash and transit suspects took place yesterday. 18 people dead, and as you've just heard there, some of their bodies yet to be removed from the scene.